Keep away from people who try to belittle your ambitions. Small people always do that, but the really great make you feel that you too can become great. Mark Twain. My friends, don't let anybody talk you out of your ability to master these charts. Some of the best traders I know have the least amount of formal education. Why? Because they have common sense, they have skills they have honed over years of practicing in the market each and every day, dedicated to doing what? Following price movement. All we're trying to do is trying to figure out, is this stock or ETF going up or going down? Yes, you can have a sideways slide, but you're really trying to figure out a binary decision, up or down. That's it. It's that simple and at the same time that complicated, because you are dealing with millions and millions of people and transactions and forces that are trying to go against you. That is why it takes time, it takes determination, but it is highly possible. Look at how simple our charts are and how well they work. You will prove that to yourself by being with us each and every day and practice trading to success. Let's jump into these charts. This is a day where everything is up for the day. Doesn't mean all the moves are up as far as the long-term weekly charts, but it does mean that for the day, everything was up. The least up for the day was the first chart, the S&P 500, up 0.08%. What do you see going on here? You see where we had this chart reach the high back on the week beginning the 20th of May of 533.07. You see last week 530, this week 529. So what appears to be occurring is a devolution. Doesn't mean that things are going to go down. Could just be digesting the up move and then getting ready to move up again. But does look like things are slowing down, up 0.08% for the day. You can see also volume has been very much down over the last many weeks. So we'll continue to pay attention. You see on this two-day chart where on the prior two-day candle, the Wednesday, Thursday, pierced the weekly trend line, and we see the Friday, Monday ending today. We see the Friday, Monday candle, of course, is a red spinning top with higher than average volume going down. Now, when we look at where things are on the half day, it penetrated and moved below. That was Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon, Friday, and then sort of picked up and sort of pulled back a little, not pushing through. So indecision here on the two-day is trying to find some kind of price and plumbed down but moved back up. So we will pay attention, not writing off any further up moves, but at the same time watching closely volume and the Heiken Ashi candlesticks, which of course is price. Let's go to the Qs, the NASDAQ 100. It pushed through on this latest candle. That was the Friday, Monday, as opposed to that prior candle back on the Wednesday, Thursday on the S&P. On the NASDAQ, which again has moved more, been cleaner on this last up move than the prior. We just see it devolving some, pushing below, up 0.54% for the day, so do pay close attention. Again, lots of indecision here as it's pushed through that weekly trend line. We'll see if things go red this week. Then, of course, we may be looking for a down move, but it could just digest those up gains and take off moving up again. Let's move on to 20-year U.S. government bonds. Again, no volume helping us out in seeing where price is, helping us confirm price moves, up moves, down moves. What does that tell us to do where we have no confirmation? It tells us to stay away. We don't know what's happening. We don't have anything to back up what we think is going on. When you see price moving up and you see volume going with that up move, makes you feel good about where things are going. But when you don't, it makes you very leery of what's happening, as it should. So guess what? You just stay away. Bonds up for the day 1.27%. After 4 days of down movement, we see things, moving up now on this latest 2-day candle. We got a green candle here starting the week off. We're still below the weekly trend line on the 2-day, the half-day, and the weekly. We don't have anything here on bonds. Waiting for bonds to get back to giving us some movement with some volume. So we're just standing by. What about gold? Again, over the last many weeks, we haven't even had average volume as we had gold move up and bounce off a second time this ceiling we see where this purple line is. And of course, we can see gold starting the week off. It is up a little bit, still below that weekly trend line. So we'll continue to watch gold, see if we have any strong movement like we've seen before, where gold again turned around. Here we had it finding a bottom. Then we had things moving up. Not a perfect chart at all. In fact, our beautiful chart that we shared with you as all that was going on was the gold miners, which gave us clean turnaround and a beautiful trade where we had a red spinning top where it found its bottom and then turned around and started moving up quite nicely. Much better than that gold chart. But again, we just had been paying attention to gold miners. Now, let's look at, lastly, what's going on with Bitcoin. What's up with Bitcoin? We see HODL. That is the Van Eck Bitcoin Trust ETF. It's Bitcoin that you can buy as an ETF. And what do we see going on there? Up 2.33% for the day. We have spinning tops, 3 of them. They do seem to be getting a little higher on the 2-day chart, and they seem to be getting a little bigger. But again, the high that was reached back on the 20th of May, we haven't hit that yet. Bitcoin continuing to try to tick up just a little bit. So we'll continue to keep our eye on Bitcoin. I was hoping we had that pullback. Things had pulled back for a while. When we got our average volume that we do have here, that's that black line that just started forming a couple of weeks ago, that would be able, if we had it pull back long enough, this showed up. When things are still in the red, we might be able to use volume to help us see what's going on in Bitcoin. Not doing all that much for us at this point, but it might in the future. Of course, we aren't anywhere near where Bitcoin hit that high back in March on the week beginning the 11th at $83.36. So we'll see where Bitcoin continues to head. We so appreciate you being with us. Always love to hear from you. CW@chartingwealth.com. God bless my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.